Brainx presents 8 techniques how to face adversity and become more hopeful. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, comment and subscribe to my channel for the next videos about your mental well-being. Being hopeful is a way of thinking. It is not passive. It's not a trick you pull out of your bag when nothing is going your way. It's a way of thinking which requires nurturing. It comes with a sense of self-confidence that can help you move confidently through the curves in the road you should expect in life. Hope is an effective tool to face adversity or something as dramatic and ominous as a pandemic. The Indo-European root of the word hope comes from the same root as the word curve or bend. In this way, hope is intended to give a sense of moving forward in a different direction. The Hebrew and Greek meanings behind the word hope are a confident expectation. This flies in the face of the American definition, which is wishful. Once you are armed with a more hopeful outlook, you are capable to assess problems more organically and proactively. If you are not sure that you qualify as a hopeful person, review these characteristics of hopeful people to see where you stand. If you feel most of them fit your personality, then you are probably a hopeful person. Whenever you face adversity, you become a problem solver. You are able to turn dreams into concrete goals and proactively execute them. You are grateful for what you have, but continue to strive to improve yourself. You are open-minded, a learner, and an information seeker, and don't feel threatened by fresh ideas. Even when situations don't work out optimally, you are optimistic and believe experiencing failure can provide valuable information that will help you. And you are able to live in the moment. You may feel you don't possess these characteristics, or maybe just a few. If that's the case, and you aspire to become a more hopeful person, try these 8 techniques. They will enhance your ability to be more hopeful. 1. Manage negative, hopeless thoughts. Many people get caught up in an endless cycle of negative thinking, particularly during challenging times. To mitigate falling into this trap, journal daily. Reflect on the positive aspects of what you completed that day. Keep a resource list by your bedside of the positive attributes and skills you are most proud of, such as diligence, detail-oriented, and perseverance. During times of stress and feelings of hopelessness, review the list to remind yourself that you can use the skills needed to overcome your adverse circumstances. Number 2. Learn to cope with challenges. Practice improving your frustration tolerance, patience, and waiting. Check potential thinking errors as you assess situations. If you find yourself negatively forecasting, remind yourself to stop and remain in the moment. Practice waiting to look at your phone or waiting to do anything impulsive that may fuel your level of frustration. Learning to cope with the challenging circumstances will build your confidence in your ability to manage your emotions. Number 3. Contribute positively to someone else's life. When you do something for someone else, it gets you out of your world and forces you to look at someone else's challenges. Doing something nice for someone reinforces the positive attributes that allow you to affect someone else. Write your action down in your journal to keep your momentum going. Number 4. Try to surround yourself with other positive people. Surrounding yourself with positivity can breed positivity. Look at your friends and family and determine who looks at life through a more positive lens. Try to be in contact with them more often than the others. Their positivity will rub off on you, but it will also be an exemplary model of a positive way of thinking. Number 5. Learn to focus on solutions to problems you can control. To cultivate hopefulness, focus on variables within your control. This particularly applies during a pandemic when outside forces are beyond our control. To sustain a sense of hope, concentrate on executing achievable goals, whether they are work-related, hobbies, or home improvement projects. Whatever you choose will help reinforce your ability to problem solve. Number 6. Concentrate on what is working in your life. Concentrating on the positive will give you a stronger sense of purpose, motivation, and confidence. Try to force positive events to the forefront of your mind and journal about them on a daily and weekly basis. It's much easier to focus on the negative because we often have a negativity bias. Remembering and ruminating on negative events, turning that into a positive outlook is a muscle you can strengthen. Number 7. Limit your exposure. Bad news, negative people, anxiety-inducing headlines, all these things can trigger a sense of hopelessness. While it's important to stay informed, and while it's hard to stay away from negative people we live or work with, we can limit our exposure to things like newspaper headlines and social media posts from people whose rants always bring our mood down. Limiting exposure to these things is not a cop-out. It's a perfectly acceptable strategy for protecting mental health and ensuring our reserves of hope aren't being eradicated by the negativity of others. Number 8. Have something you can work towards. Hope is a forward-facing state. To foster hope, you need to have something to look forward to. For those of us not in lockdown, we might have holidays, family catch-ups, or sporting or fitness goals to call on. Ultimately, it doesn't matter what you're working towards. It doesn't need to be worthy or productive or anything like that. It just needs to be something. And final note, becoming a hopeful person and manifesting hope in your life is achievable if you are able to exercise patience and perseverance. When you feel hopeless, you also feel stuck. You lose your sense of belief in what's possible. Thanks for watching. My hope for this video is that if you have been feeling a little stuck lately, one of the 8 ideas contained here might be just enough to get you rolling and tapping into possibility again. Once you do get rolling, belief is the momentum that will keep you going. I'm also waiting for your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to my channel for the next videos about your mental well-being.